Closing costs? I have to pay for what? I thought I was paying the price that I wrote in the contract of purchase and sale. If you've ever uttered these words when purchasing a home, we need to chat. And if you've never purchased a property before and want to be financially prepared to close on your property, this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to break down all of the closing costs that you're going to need to pay for when closing on a property here in British Columbia. One of the things that makes real estate so stressful is not knowing what to expect. So this is the video for you if you want to be financially prepared. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about real estate in Vancouver, make sure to subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the market here in Greater Vancouver. My name is Megan Becker, eXp Realty. My team and I get calls every single day from people looking to make a move to or within the Greater Vancouver area. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, make sure to give me a call, text, or email, and I'm excited to help you make a smooth move to Canada's greatest cities. Now let's get into it. The first expense in the process is going to be the home inspection. So this is going to be done either before an accepted offer or after an accepted offer during the conditional period. This expense is going to be paid for at the time of the inspection by you, the home buyer, and costs anywhere between $400 and $800. And it's really dictated on the size of the property and the amount of suites in the property. For example, a unit that has 2 or 3 kitchens is going to be more because there's just more systems to inspect there. The next is your deposit. And this deposit forms part of your down payment, which goes towards your purchase price. The deposit is usually due 1 business day after subject removal and is about 5% of the total purchase price. It can be payable in the form of a bank draft, and it goes to your realtor's brokerage and then gets held in trust until closing. Next is the property appraisal. And this is anywhere between $300, maybe $400. An appraisal is hired by a lender to confirm the value of the property that you're looking at purchasing. An appraisal is not always required, but is common for buyers putting at least 20% down. Your mortgage broker might actually cover the cost of the appraisal as part of their service. Make sure to ask and clarify if you are responsible for paying for it. Next are your legal fees. You're going to be required to either hire a lawyer or notary to represent you in the purchase of your property. Usually a notary will suffice and they're a little bit less expensive than a lawyer. But if you have extraneous circumstances in your deal, you might want to go the route of a lawyer. If you reach out to the professionals, they will be able to advise you specifically. But it's safe to say to budget for about $1,300 to $2,000 for your legal fees. Next is CMHC insurance premium. CMHC is your Canadian Housing Mortgage Corporation, and an insurance premium is going to be charged if you are putting less than 20% down. It is common for your mortgage broker to include this in your monthly mortgage payment, so make sure you ask and clarify. Next is title insurance. This is anywhere between $250 and $400, and this protects you against any type of title fraud. The next payment are for strata docs. So most of the strata docs should be ordered by the listing realtor, with the exception of the Form B. So this is a document that discloses all of the pertinent information about the strata lot that you are purchasing. And hey, if you want to learn more about the strata doc review process when it comes to putting together an offer, check out the video I did outlining all of the strata docs. But typically a Form B will be provided when you submit your offer. If there is a long period between the offer and the closing, you might need an updated Form B prior to closing. And for a rush order, this can cost anywhere between $100 and $200. Next is the strata move-in fee. So obviously, this is only applicable if you are moving into a condo. The strata move-in fee will be outlined in the bylaws. It usually costs anywhere between $100 and $300, and I have seen them upwards to $500. And this is a one-time fee paid out to the strata corporation when you are moving in. One of the other fees that will go with the strata move-in fee is an elevator deposit. So if you're moving into a condo with an elevator, they'll typically require you to book that elevator for your move-in and require you to pay a deposit for that elevator. This deposit is fully refundable, assuming that you return the elevator in good condition and there was no damages. Next is a property survey certificate. So this is only applicable if you are purchasing a single family home. The lender may require you to provide a survey of the property that you're looking at purchasing. And this can range anywhere up to about $500. Next is fire and home insurance. Lenders typically require all homeowners with a mortgage to purchase insurance. And this is just a good thing regardless if you have mortgage or not. The insurance is to be effective as of the completion date of that's set out in your contract of purchase and sale. Most lenders require property buyers to carry fire and extended coverage insurance and liability insurance as well. So make sure to reach out to an insurance provider to get a quote prior to closing. And sometimes getting this quote might actually be advantageous for you to do prior to removing subjects on your offer, depending on the property type. Next is property transfer tax. For most residential properties here in British Columbia, the property transfer tax is calculated as follows. It's 1% on the first $200,000 of the purchase price, then it's 2% on the portion after $200,000 up to $2 million, and then it's 3% on the portion after $2 million. And then it's a further 2% on the portion after $3 million. Next is your property tax adjustment. So generally, property taxes are paid July 1st for the entire calendar year. So depending when the closing date of your property is, your lawyer or notary will need to adjust this. So you might need to reimburse the seller for a portion of the property taxes that they have paid coinciding to your closing date. And the same thing goes for any adjustments for utilities and your strata fee if purchasing a strata. A reimbursement will be paid to the seller for any fees that they have paid after you close on the property. And here's some after closing costs just to be mindful of so that you can adequately financially plan. So cost of a moving truck, any new locks. I always recommend clients to change the locks, especially if the property that you're purchasing was occupied by a tenant. You never know who has random keys left anywhere. Any extra household goods, cleaning products, any decor that you are furnishing your new place with, utility connection charges, any immediate repairs or maintenance items to be taken care of. And obviously, if you're doing some renos, you need to factor that in as well. And don't forget, the pizza and beers for all your friends that help you move. And that wraps up the closing costs associated with purchasing a property here in British Columbia. I hope you got value from this video. And if you're curious about the home buying process as a whole, check out the video that I did, The Ultimate Guide to Buying a Home here in Vancouver. My name's Megan Becker, eXp Realty, and if you're thinking about making a move here to the Greater Vancouver area, make sure to give me a call, and I'm excited to help you make a smooth move to Canada's greatest city. All you have to do is contact me in the description box below. And until next time, I'm gonna grab my paddleboard and head to Sunset Beach.